I want to emphasize that this is sort of a new era. The Beijing that we have now is not the Beijing that was in the 1990s and even in the 2000s. The fact that and the Beijing's playbook has always been two steps forward, one step back. And on the ground, they get the strategic advantage, but they always play it below the radar, so it doesn't come into a full confrontation level. The problem is that on the Indian side, as you mentioned, the Kashmir status, it sent a signal to Pakistan, which
Okay,
is
let's just
very.
remind our viewers here, Leela. Last August, the Indian government decides to lift the autonomous status of that disputed region.
It did. So Kashmir as well as Ladakh, this is the area where we are seeing the current problems with China, is now under New Delhi. It's under central government control. When this happened on August 5th, China reacted very strongly and very quickly. And China has very close relationship with Pakistan. And what happened to Pakistan is that this jump-started the China-Pakistan economic corridor, which is a big part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. So there's a lot of signaling. And what's happening is that this is a region in which three players are vying for influence. China will see any sort of power gains that India made that needs to be controlled. So what happened in Kashmir and in Ladakh is very critical to how we have to de-escalate the situation. I fear that the normal New Delhi ways of handling the crisis, which is necessary for the short term, is not really going to address the long-term problems.
Yeah, because you talk about, Leela, three powers. You mean China, India, and Pakistan?
Yes, I mean, and there's you cannot compare China and Pakistan as border
Because can
countries.
I add a fourth one in this mix, which is the United States of America? Now that we have under Narendra Modi this closening of ties to the U.S., which had been in the past a closer ally of Pakistan.
Well, certainly the Trump administration is absolutely targeted at China, but I think from New Delhi's perspective and Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump have been getting very close, and that will not make China happy. But India has always had to manage all these players because it has a nuclear armed neighbor. It's got two nuclear armed neighbors. So I mean, New Delhi can be very good at leveraging Washington as well as Beijing. But there is no doubt that these growing ties and military cooperation between Washington and New Delhi has upset China, and this could well be seen as a move by Beijing to show India, where the balance of power needs to be.